This week on the Digital Coffee, Facebook group moderation is about to get easier. Instagram are treating us for their 10th birthday, and we're about to see more shopping on Instagram. All that and more after this. Good morning, and welcome to the Digital Coffee. This is your weekly dose of digital marketing and social media news for small business. My name is Amanda Webb. If you are a Facebook group moderator or admin, or you own a Facebook group, you will know that the more the group grows, the harder it is to moderate it. So you may hire on people to help you moderate the group, or you may just ask for some volunteers to help you moderate the group, but it becomes time consuming. And you know what? You will always miss something. And that's why I'm kind of excited about some news that's come from Facebook this week, that they are going to give us a thing that they're calling Admin Assist. And what Admin Assist will do is a set of rules you'll be able to access and you'll be able to set on your Facebook group, which means posts will automatically get declined. So, for example, you can choose to decline posts that are reported by other members. You could decline posts that from people who've only just joined the group, brand new people who've joined the group, or from people who have violated the rules in the past. So that's one set of things that you can do. You can also stop people posting posts with links. So if you're in one of those groups and people just constantly spam the group with links, even though it's against the rules, it's tiresome, isn't it, to keep removing those? You can just say no links. You can also choose specific words that you can ban. So that would be very similar to what we can already do within our Facebook page. You could ban swear words, but you could also ban if there's specific topics that come up over and over again and you just don't want them there, like get rich quick, or one of my bugbears is always six-figure income. You could block those. And finally, you will be able to, or you won't be able to, you'll be able to set this up, but Facebook will do all the work for you. Not only will it decline the post, it will tell the user why the post has been declined. So you don't have to mop up any of that. Now, I think this is fantastic, because like I say, the way groups work, posts move down the feed very, very quickly. You can easily miss something that you should have blocked. So I think this could work really well for group moderators. Do you have a public Facebook group? Public Facebook groups are the sort that are just completely open. If you visit them, you can see all the posts and discussions that are happening in there. You can see who the members are, the moderators, completely open. The only thing you can't do is go in and comment or interact with the post until you are a member. And there's a big thing happening with Facebook group posts. Facebook had their communities, I think it's called, event online this week. So a lot of this stuff is coming from them. And Murray Smith reported on this. And it's really interesting. Public group posts could always appear in the feed. You might see a public group post if one of your friends was in the group and they've been active in the group. But now we're going to start seeing them a lot more. You're going to start seeing them in the Facebook feed if the conversation is relevant to a link that somebody's posted, or a post that they've shared from a page or somewhere else publicly. And this is interesting. This tells me that Facebook really wants to get conversations going. And I think we have seen a decline in conversations on Facebook as more people are using direct messaging. The second place we're going to see it is in that groups feed that you may access from mobile more than often, or if you've got the new Facebook look, maybe you access it from there. And here you're going to see conversations. If there's a lot of people having conversations in groups around the same topic, that will start appearing in your groups feed. Or if there's a conversation that they think Facebook thinks you're going to be interested in, that's going to start appearing in your group feed. But that's not all. They're also going to be able to appear in search results off Facebook. So on Google, on Bing, on other search engines. Now, this, of course, would be great if you have a public group, because you're going to get many more people coming into your group, joining your group and getting involved in conversations. I don't see a business use for it as such, but maybe you do. You could tell me. If you do have a public group, don't panic, because you will have the option. This stuff isn't going to happen unless you say it's okay for it to happen. If you have a private group, you cannot change that to a public group. And I think most businesses would have a private group because that's where safer conversations can happen. We don't necessarily want that to be fed out to the world. So it's a really interesting innovation. It tells me Facebook are interested in conversations. And yeah, if your business revolves around conversations and maybe you want to get a lot of people in your group because you want to sell advertising in your group, which is another Facebook product, this is something you may look at. Do you use the highlight feature on Instagram? I love it. What it does is you can choose elements from your Instagram stories and you can turn them into a highlight that actually sits on your profile. So if you go to somebody's profile, you see the little circles at the top. They're the highlights. And they can be a really useful way for you to showcase your business and what you do and help people out. I love them. I love them. Instagram are actually about to make it so much easier to create highlights. They are. And all of this is part of their 10th birthday celebrations. Unbelievably, Instagram was 10 years old during the week. 10 years. Turns out I've been on there for like 9 years and 3/4, even though I don't use it so much now. Wow. Can you believe it's 10 years old? Anyway, they gave us some gifts. And the first one is the one I'm excited about, which is a new way to view your Instagram story archive. When you go into your archive, you'll be able to see your stories on a map. If you tagged your stories for a specific location, you'll be able to see it on a map. I tell you, this is a trip down memory lane. It's fabulous. I only wish I'd tagged more stories in locations. It's lovely to see all the places in the world I've been and relive those story moments. But that's not what's important for us creating highlights. It's the second feature, the calendar feature. You can go and you can see stories that you created on specific days, which is going to make it so much easier for you to go back to the day that that event was happening and grab highlights from that event, or the day that you knew you did that tutorial and go and grab your highlights from there. I think this is a great update from Instagram, and I'm almost tempted, almost excited and tempted to go and use it again. I do love Instagram, but I just don't use it for business. It's not a great lead generation tool for me. What can I say? Now you may think, Amanda, there is another treat that Instagram gave us. And yes, there is. You can change your icon that appears on your phone for when you access Instagram. They've got a whole long list of icons that you can choose from. So there's classic icons. So I chose the one from when I joined. So it is really like traveling back in time until you open Instagram, and then it's just new Instagram. And also you can choose a color. So if you don't want to go for a nostalgia one, you can choose a color to represent your Instagram. And there's orange there. I should have gone for orange. There's lots of different colors. What I love about this and how we could apply this perhaps to our business is there is this real trend in giving people the option to personalize their experience. So we can do that with things like chatbots. We can do that with interactive content. So the more that we think about personalizing people's experiences with them and giving them some little bit of control over what they do with us, that's a really strong marketing tactic. This month is anti-bullying month, and Instagram has had a bullying problem in the past. We know this. This week, they're launching some new moderation tools for comments that can help. And this isn't just about bullying individuals. This could be a great way to moderate comments coming into your business. Because of course, the problem when you get popular on social media, apparently, because I'm not big on Instagram, but the problem is that you will start getting from time to time a negative comment, a trolley comment, an annoying comment. And that, from a business point of view, can totally ruin your day, your week, your month, destroy your confidence. I'm not exaggerating. That can happen. You know, if it's happened to you, that can happen. So I like this new tool from Instagram. In the past, we've seen us being able to block specific words. So comments that have specific words will automatically be blocked. We've seen that Instagram will warn users with a prompt if they start typing in specific things that sound like they may be abusive. And this new tool is going to automatically hide comments that are similar to other comments that have been flagged in the past. It's going to hide it. So how that works for us is, if you're a business and somebody posts a nasty comment, maybe in the middle of the night, maybe you're busy working, and then you go and look at your phone, and for several hours this comment has been blaring out to everyone, and you're like, oh no, this is embarrassing. How many people have seen that comment? Well, this will automatically hide it. It's not gone forever, it's just hidden. People will be able to unhide it. You'll be able to see what it said, but it's not going to be there front and center at the top of your Instagram post, which means you have time to moderate. You have time to go and look at the comment and decide if you want to block that user, if you want to get rid of the comment, or whether you're going to unhide it. Maybe it's actually not a spammy comment. So I do like this. I'm sure it's not enough yet. I'm sure we need a lot more controls, particularly for younger people that are using tools like Instagram. But I do think it's a step in the right direction. Instagram is 10 years old, and I do hark back to a time when it used to be just people sharing moments from their day. Initially, it was just photos, then there were videos. It was nice. Then there was the algorithm. Then there were stories. Now there's Reels and IGTV. But really, the big thing is shopping. Facebook, who obviously own Instagram, have identified that Instagram is the place that people do their shopping, and they are going all in on shopping. So already we can see, or you can add tags to your Instagram posts, your Instagram stories for shopping. This week, they're looking at adding that to IGTV, and in the future, adding it to Reels. From a business point of view, this is great because actually IGTV, you've got a longer time to actually sell what it is that you do. So you can do tutorials, you can talk about the benefits of your product, you can do a bit of storytelling, and it gives you that opportunity to really get in depth about what you do, and people then will be able to buy directly from IGTV. You're going to get less eyes on that than probably you would on your stories or on your feed, but it is a good way to actually articulate a lot more about what you do. We'll talk about Reels when that happens. Now, that's good. But my worry is that that beautiful thing that Instagram is going to be totally gone. It is just going to become a shopping channel. And, there's nothing wrong with that. We talk about Pinterest doing that, and I think that kind of works. But I will miss the old way that Instagram used to work. I'm going to find that upsetting that it's no longer a place that I go to browse just people in the feed. I suppose the solution is to have a personal account, which I do have, and only follow cool people. There'll be no shopping then. So is this too much shopping? Will businesses be pushing shopping too much? And then if you are a business, I would recommend you get onto Instagram shopping right away, because you will probably make good sales initially and good sales for Christmas. But as the space gets crowded, what's going to happen there is what's going to happen everywhere, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok will eventually go this way. There will be so many businesses selling. It's going to be hard to get seen. There'll be big algorithm things that go on to make sure that your stuff only gets seen when it's hyper relevant. You're going to have to learn how to hack the algorithm, or you're going to have to spend more money on ads. So use it now, but don't make it the only thing that you throw in with. Make sure you've got a website too. Please make sure you've got a website too. Now, LinkedIn have always been a little bit slow on the uptake when it goes to mobile. They've done various things over the years, multiple apps, one app. And it seems crazy to me that it was only a really short while ago that they allowed you to post to your company page from mobile. And that's crazy because LinkedIn, like other social networks, wants to make money from ads, and you need to have a company page to make money from ads. So you think they'd be encouraging you to use them. Well, they kind of are now. They kind of are. But you've never been able to see your statistics, your company page statistics. And as marketers, you all know that company page statistics are important. Statistics are important everywhere. They help you know what's working, what's not working. Do you need to tweak your strategy? And it seems LinkedIn are finally going to give us this. They are testing it out now that will we be able to see our company page statistics from mobile. And because so many businesses are on the move all day long, so many businesses aren't just sitting at a desktop, I think this is an essential thing that we need from LinkedIn. So thank you, LinkedIn. Bit late. PS, will you give me stories, please? Facebook notes. Loads of people who haven't heard of Facebook notes, but what they are is basically, it's a bit like a LinkedIn article. You can put them up on your page. So I would have used this in the past to repurpose my blog content. I would put it up on my Facebook page, which meant I was able to get new readers who maybe wouldn't click away from Facebook. They could actually still see and consume my blog posts without having any friction at all. And I used it because I was using this thing called instant articles on my website, which converts your blog post into something that, again, is frictionless and kind of appears on Facebook and they can put ads on. But it was technical and it was glitchy and I couldn't get it to work most of the time. So I started using Facebook Notes. Other reasons people use Facebook Notes is for terms and conditions, for competitions, or for rules of engagement on the Facebook page. So that's kind of what they were used for. And basically it's just like a space. You could add photos, links, you can make something look pretty like a blog. Now they revamped it a few years ago, but now if you have used Notes and you visit the Notes tab on your Facebook page, you'll see that they are getting rid of the ability to create new notes on the 31st of October on your page. All your old notes will remain there. You won't be able to edit them. And if you have drafts, they're going to be deleted. No news about notes on personal accounts, by the way. This is just for pages at the moment. So if you have been using notes or if you've got a few in draft, make sure you update them. If you want to use notes, get them in there before the 31st of October. And if you do want to make your blog more accessible on Facebook, which I don't necessarily anymore, look into using instant articles, which you will have to talk to your web developer about. I tried to do it myself and it was just a little bit beyond my knowledge base.